guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia for those who are tuning in, and welcome back to everybody else. Today I have a brand new product with Hourglass, and I'm here to do a demo, review, and my honest thoughts of this foundation. So this is a new Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. Supposedly this foundation is an all-in-one. A full coverage foundation, a primer built in, like a concealer, lightweight, and airy finish. Currently have these two Vanish sticks that I really like. They are a easy on the go, retouch up type of foundation. It's easy to apply on with your fingers or a brush. I wouldn't recommend using a sponge with this just because the texture is a little bit thicker, but in a creamy, powdery finish. So this is a great formulation during maybe the winter time for maybe some complexions. Sometimes I do mix a little bit of this with a illuminating primer or a more hydrating primer just to get a little bit of movement with the texture and formulation. It does give you more of a matte finish and very buildable. This foundation here is supposedly all-in-one, like I mentioned. I'm kind of interested of how this is gonna look and how the application is. Just because I'm more of a normal combo skin, I'm not really oily in that sense, but maybe in the summertime when I do build up a little bit more oils, this may benefit me. So I'm gonna do a demo and review on this foundation with the Dr. Roebuck's moisturizer. This is a really good moisturizer because it does leave a nice tackiness to it, so it kind of does double up as a primer where I don't have to use an actual makeup primer. Curious to see how these two work together on my skin. I do have it on right now. If you guys are interested on a lot of bloggings, lifestyle, and even makeup tutorials, then you guys may want to consider to subscribing to my channel. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started with the Hourglass Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. Excited to try this new Hourglass Vanish foundation. So this foundation supposedly is a all-in-one foundation, meaning it's supposed to be full coverage, yet airy and skin finish, but it also doubles up as a concealer. Before I get into the demo and swatches, as always, I'm gonna read a little bit about this product on the Sephora's website. This is the new Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. This foundation values at $56 and they offer 32 shades. Not too many luxe brands or brands in general offers this many shades. So this is actually great because it caters to all skin tones from the most fairest to the most extreme deep foundation shades. As a makeup artist, it is extremely important to have a brand that I love or work with that offers so many shades because I work with the most fair to the deepest to the most olive complexions. So I am thankful for this new foundation that offers so many shades. This foundation is sold online at the moment on Sephora.com, but I think it is trickling into stores shortly. So far, this foundation has 96 views and 3 out of 5 stars on the Sephora's website. So here's a quick description of this foundation. A highly concentrated liquid foundation designed to deliver instant full coverage with just half a pump. No primer needed. So this is what I'm so interested on because a lot of times when a foundation is like an all-in-one or 10-in-1, it just feels heavy and cakey, or it just doesn't have enough pigment, or it just feels too sheer, or just sometimes a little bit of everything above. Let's see how this works out. This gives you a full and natural coverage. This is a liquid foundation and it's great for oily, normal, and combination skin. Another amazing thing, it's vegan, cruelty-free, and it's free of parabens. This highly concentrated formula provides full coverage with minimal product. It applies like second skin, creating a smooth and flawless complexion. Light reflecting microspheres blurs and creates a soft focus finish. The non-comedogenic formula is waterproof, transfer-proof, and sweat-proof. So let's see how this works. I can't wait to use this during the summer. Again, I'm just normally a normal combo, somewhat towards the dry, but in the summer can get a little bit oily. So I'm gonna test this out in the summer because it sounds like it could be a good foundation to wear, or other places like in the tropical or humidity. Clinical results. Based on 1-week consumer study of 31 women, 97% felt the foundation had a coverage of a concealer. 94% felt the foundation made their skin look smoother. 94% felt the foundation effectively covers skin imperfections. Now, as you guys know, I have a whole bunch of broken capillaries, discoloration under my eyes, so I'm really interested of how much this can cover, look, feel. Yeah. Before I open this product and do a swatch and demo, I do want to compare this foundation to these Vanish sticks. Only because these two are Vanish family foundations, I want to see how this swatches next to the liquid if the formulation is the same. This does give you a buildable full coverage and it should have the same type of finish or even better. As I was told from some of my colleagues that this actually gives a pretty good amount of coverage and same finish as this. So I want to swatch this on my hand for a side-by-side comparison. In the Vanish sticks, I have two shades. I have the color beige and warm ivory. Since I have the color warm ivory in the liquid foundation, I will do the swatch on my hands with the warm ivory as well. Although they are the same color, the formulation may be different, so it may swatch a little different. So this is the Vanish stick that I really love using. And I'm just gonna swatch it just like that. Now, if you guys haven't used this formulation, this is actually a really soft, powdery finish. This is good for all skin types. It's a good way to touch up throughout the day just because it's a stick formulation and you can use your fingers to blend it. It's so easy to use. So let's go ahead and open this guy. The box looks just like this. Oh my god, you guys hear my dog going crazy. It looks just like this. It's such a pretty bottle. Look at this. It has like a soft matte coat of this glass bottle. It has a nice shiny metallic bronzy lid. Looks just like this. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Oh, it actually has some like words in Thai right here. I wonder if this product was made there? I don't know. Let's see the box. Of course not, right? Yeah, they're based in Venice, but I'm so interested of how come they have a little Thai word here. If anybody knows, please comment below. Again, my color here is warm ivory. Let's go ahead and swatch this. I'm gonna try my best to do half a pump. As you see, it's brand new, so it's pumping a little bit. Oh, let's just do that small amount. Wow. It's like so much product. Can you guys even see the difference? So this is the Vanish stick foundation, and then this one here is the Vanish liquid. I can see the difference now. So the fluid is actually a little bit powdery, and as you can see, the stick really dried up my hands. But of course, my hands are really dry. If you want a full coverage, they recommend using a denser brush. This is the Hourglass brush here. The rule of thumb is the denser the brush, the more you can pack on for a full coverage. So these are the 3 applications that they recommend. Again, using a denser brush for a full coverage, a softer brush that doesn't have dense bristles for a medium coverage or softer, and you can also use a blender for a more skin-like super sheer look. As they recommend, you always want to hydrate, use half a pump, apply in sections and in circular motions. So before we get started, I'm gonna do a little close-up of what I have going on here and we'll do a side-by-side comparison. This full coverage on my hand was really full coverage, so I'm kind of scared to use this brush for full coverage just because I don't really want a full coverage. So I'm gonna start off with this brush and just work with half a pump and see how this goes. This foundation is not completely a 1 ounce, it is a 0.84 ounce bottle. So I'm gonna start with half a pump. I'm gonna start on my outer parts of my cheeks. I'm just gonna dot all this around here. Look at that. I'm just gonna buff it in circular motions as it recommends. So right off the bat, when I'm applying on the foundation, it really did absorb into my skin pretty quick. It does leave a little bit of a tackiness. I'm not sure if that is the foundation because I forgot to mention that I applied on the Dr. Roebuck's No Worries Moisturizer. I'm so in love with this Australian company that I actually have their collagen boosters. I think it's called Perky. It's somewhere here, but their collagen booster serum, amazing. So I will be talking about that more in my next videos, but I have been loving this skincare line. So I actually applied this on before my foundation and it actually made the foundation go on really smooth. It did cover up a lot of the redness here, but I still feel like I have a lot of dark circles here compared to this side. It actually did leave a nice smooth finish. It is a bit powdery, which is nice, so I don't have to use any powder to set. I do have some dry flakes here. I don't know why. It could be just from my skin and being that it is winter time. But I'm gonna do a little side-by-side comparison with just half a pump on this side. You can already see that the redness did softly go away. Still have a whole bunch right here. It's not too bad. It still looks pretty skin finish, which I do like. So let's go ahead and do this other side and see how this looks. I wonder if the warm ivory is a little too fair for me. Slightly, no? What I'm going to do now is use that same product and focus a little bit more under my eyes here, just because I have a lot of purples here still and I want to see how much that can actually cover. I'm basically just going to use whatever's left over on this applicator because I don't need more than that. I'm just going to focus this just right under my eyes. So it didn't seem like it did a lot, just because sometimes when you double up a product for a concealer, it's not opaque enough, or it just doesn't have the color correction that a concealer or a regular color corrector would have versus an actual foundation. But it isn't too bad for a product to use if this was the only thing you had to double up with. This really does give you a soft finish. I mean, I still have some freckles peeking through, which is totally fine. What I don't like is this redness here. Now, being that this is more of a full coverage foundation and sometimes you can accentuate a lot of the textures and pores, I'm not going to build the foundation on this right here. What I'm gonna do is just use a little bit of my concealer and just kind of even this out, and let's see how that goes. I'm just gonna use a super small amount of my Shape Tape just on my cheeks and around my nose area. You see how much more it just took away that redness around here versus here? Again, I'm literally just focusing just at my cheeks area. That's where all the redness usually sits. That made a big difference without making my face look heavier and cakier. So this is my complexion with just a small amount of concealer just on the center of my face. I'm gonna finish up my makeup and come back for my final thoughts. Alright guys, this is my final look on the new Hourglass Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. To be honest, this is my first time actually owning a full coverage foundation, and I was really skeptical and scared to use this just because my skin is on the drier side, and sometimes with full coverage, it just sits on my skin rather than in my skin, and it can accentuate any pores and textures that I have, so I'm really self-conscious about that. So with this formulation, it actually works really well in my favor. As long as you properly hydrate, you can wear a matte or more of a full coverage foundation. But sometimes if you are super dry and again have maybe texture, you may want to exfoliate a little bit to have a smoother canvas to work with, or you just may have to just stick with more illuminating and more hydrating types of foundation. So if you guys are interested on this foundation, as always, I'll put everything in the info box for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick demo and review on this new foundation, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!